What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm actually very excited about this one. We are going to be rewatching a old Zen video on his YouTube channel that Akiccs and Goggs Hookups was a part of. We talk about sneakers, the reselling, and how that looked like for us. So this is a complete raw reaction. We haven't seen this video since, what was it? 3, 4 years ago? 4 years ago?
5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Yeah, let me check. 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Wow, what a journey for sure. And I mean, one of the main things that I want to take that I feel like just by seeing like the first 3 seconds of it is like we were both in it as far as, growing, learning, doing this, doing that. And so anyways, that's kind of my 2 cents on it. But I'm excited for this. It's gonna be the raw reaction, 5 minute video. So yeah.
Yeah, I just want to start off by saying, um, I apologize for anything that I might say in this video. Like Alan said, this is our raw reaction, so I have not played it back. I haven't viewed this. So this was a long time ago. So, yeah, I have no clue what I'm gonna be saying.
Me
I
too,
know it's gonna
bro.
be extremely cringy. It's gonna be it's gonna be tough to watch. So, but just wanted to say that first off because I have no idea what I said, what words come out of my mouth, and first off, I just want to say I was young and hopefully I don't say anything too profound. So you ready, Alan?
Yes, let's do
All right. Should how we should maybe should have done a trial run, but let's hope it, catches the sound.
it. Yeah, let's just do it.
All right. Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
And chains
Crazy.
with a slit.
You can hear it?
Back on your screen, you already know what's happening. Sponsoring Dungeon, that's all we do here. Let's go, bro. We back at it. It's our second video. Shout out everybody who tuned into the last video. We got about 70 to 80 views. Yeah, and we didn't even advertise it. We're not advertising any of this. We're doing this for fun. It's amazing. We want to record our journey. Everything's going great. We love how everything's going so far. We got big plans. November 21st is a great vlog. We're doing a convention. First convention. Can't wait for that. It's gonna be our first time banding and shit, like with other people, but we're gonna see what's possible.
All right. All right. Listen, bro. Do you see, bro? So we always talk about the four different temperaments, right? Like the temperaments of people, and I'm like sanguine. So it's like very outgoing, very talkative. Bro, I used to talk like so much, man. Like I watched I listened to voice memos of recordings back in school, back in like all these things like and I think it's based off of nerves. Like I was just nervous to be in front of the camera or nervous what people would think. And I would just talk to fill the silence because I felt like the silence would create a lot of awkwardness. So that's my first immediate takeaway from that. I don't know
Good.
if you had something or just keep
No,
playing.
yeah, okay, go ahead. Can't hear it. But this
Hey.
is the one that we rented a table. So we're gonna take as much shoes as we can that we want to sell. We're gonna have the convention, the table, everything. So we're gonna record that. It's gonna be a great vlog, hopefully. But today we're on our way to UPS shipping some shoes that Akicks sold. I don't know Akicks. Yeah, the off-white fives. Sheesh. Wait, before that, I want to say this. Okay. So like this convention that we're going to, like, it's crazy that like when we first started, like we were walking around like just buying shoes because we were very interested. We like it's crazy to see that like we're gonna have our first table, and it's like back in the day when we would like probably like a year and a half ago, we would go to this convention and we would see people sell it. We'd be like, damn, like that's pretty dope. Hell yeah. Like maybe we can do that one day. And now we rocking. We getting there, bro. No cap. We striving. Hey, we're gonna be consistent. No matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter. No matter how long it takes. Again, Goggs Hookups page gonna be right there. AK's gonna be right there. All that. Go follow us. You already know. Enjoy the journey. But right now, how you said, bro, I'm on this, bro. I'm telling you, I'm on this. I'm so motivated. Shit. Woo! Are you gonna hold this since you're driving or no? Bro, my Dunkin' was. So I got the off-white fives here. My boy, these retailer going for like 225. Resale right now it's like 600, 650 maybe. 650 around there. You already know. We're dropping these shoes off. This shoe's crazy, man. Because let me tell you something. These are the Jordan 5. So the other shoes that we had in our last video, if you guys want to click down below, our link with the last video will be there. All right, it'll be there. that was the Jordan 1. This right here is the Jordan 5. This is how the Jordan 5 looks. So this is the style for the Jordan 5.
Earrings, bro. What?
Make sure that it could
With
be
the
dry. Make sure
chains.
that the thing don't go. All right. So this is the 5 right here. This is a nice colorway. I'll tell you the gray ones. The gray off-white, just like these, but just gray. Like all of this is gray. Those are growing on me, bro. I keep seeing them and they're growing on me. I don't like the 5s personally, but those gray ones.
Personally, the fives, I don't know, like they never really got my attention to be honest. Even if they're all white, like
Even
it's
the
a
5s,
crazy,
look, they got holes, like I said, like a cheese steak. That's just kind of fire, you know?
like it's a
like
crazy,
these
like the
guys.
off white part, like the collab that they always do, they're always light. But like I don't know, like something about the five, like like whoever wears them, like shit, whoever can rock them, like good for you. Cause I don't know about these. These are kind of tough, to be honest.
Not bad. I feel like you mentioned.
I feel like I
you
could
could
rock
roll on
those.
me.
I could rock those.
I feel like the gray ones have grow on me so much, and I feel like all feet these look totally different. So I don't know. These are kind of like if maybe like after a couple shots I'll buy them or something like that.
What do you say? Couple of shots?
Said
So we can show them, but right now
I said maybe after a couple shots I will buy them.
What? That's insane.
we have the box right there. So we're gonna go to UPS and have them pack it up for us, and then we'll ship them over to wherever he sold them to. Look at this amazing packing by Akiccs. Look at that security, safeness.
What were we recording off your camera?
We don't come to
I was recording off a camera,
The
like my
camera you
actual
had, right?
camera. Like it was like A5100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Chill. This was prime COVID. This was November 5th, 2020.
Bro,
Prime
that's when it
COVID.
started. That's what kicked us off.
yeah, right there. We're not sponsored by UPS, but so we don't usually ship from there. But the buyer wanted to ship from UPS and USPS sometimes. I can. You already know customer service is the best. The number one importance. So we drove all the way out here to UPS and shipping the shoes. So thank you. So quick LTD, my boy right here got Dream Leagues Air Force One. Some light work. Got a like what? Like Wednesday, like Thursday. Nice little.
Bro,
No,
what?
those Yeezy slabs were one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. Those were fire.
Here's all going on today. I made you. We just light work out here, bro. Come on. Nah, I'm playing, man. We don't even be flexing like that. We just love the drip. We just love the style. So we'll see. All right, so we're walking. Bro, this reminds me of Zen Blog, my old vlogging. Sheesh. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But
I was so quiet. What am I, melancholy?
walk in. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't have a problem with me recording, but we'll see what's
Like a melancholy phlegmatic.
All right, boys. So Akiccs just shipped. We just came out the store. Everything went smoothly. Smooth business. We're supposed to get their standard till tomorrow.
One day shipping.
1 day shipping. Be out here grinding. Much love to everyone who's supporting. I think that's pretty much it for this video, right? It was a light video today.
Who talks like that?
Chilling, actually, you know what I mean? Post some. One more sponsor real quick. And
What do you think, bro?
So this is my two thoughts. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
I think that I very much like to see that even now to then, like just while recording that, like we just made something together, like we shared interests and goals together to this day too, right? And I like to see that. That fills me like that. That's a main takeaway for me. It's like 5 years ago we were doing it together, we were learning together, growing together, and just I'm very grateful for that. So that experience and just being able to look back at that is just great. The other thing is actually I made a comment on there where I said we were walking around the convention just holding two pairs of shoes. Fast forward a year and a half, I think I said, we're having our first table. And it it's just hustle. You know, it's consistency, sticking to it over long periods of time, like we talk about, you can achieve your goals, right? As long as you believe in yourself. One of the reasons why I feel like, it's actually crazy. I was thinking about this the other day. Do you remember exactly how I grew in Akicks?
I think I mean, there was many things that you did. But the one thing that came to mind as soon as you said that was the time when you sent the Yeezys to Midas for free to like create good foundation of relationships.
That's exactly not that scenario, but that is one of the many, right? Oftentimes we go into rooms expecting things right away from other people, right? And something that I did to grow significantly quick the way I did, of course, I wasn't huge, right? Like Florida reseller now, and all these other guys, but I felt like I had to bring the value somehow, no matter what, before seeking it in return. So what I would do is I would give really good prices, even if I was breaking even or losing 20, 30, $40 just to create that relationship. Once I created that relationship, they would then be like, hey, this guy's legit, he's doing his thing, he has good prices, go check him out. So that's how I was able to grow that following so, pretty relatively quickly. And I think you can apply that everywhere across the board, right? When you walk into a room, how can I create value without expecting anything in return? And it's very, very ironic because to me, I never thought about it like that. I just, out of the kindness of my heart, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna hook this guy up. He inspires me. I want to somehow get close to him because I want to learn how he does it. And then now looking back at it, it's like, wow, it's reality. So those are the kind of the two things that I got from it. Of course, drinking my coffee, enjoying my coffee, and really just the relationships, bro, that you and I have, and we're just growing together. We've been doing this together, and of course, we look back and we're using profanity and we're doing this and talking like that and dressing like that, and it was definitely a stage in our life where we were just experiencing things, right? And just creating memories and being ourselves and we are definitely influenced by different people and different things at that time, but it all works out on its own, you'll be in a different path one day and then, different path another. So
Yeah, I agree. One thing I got from that is during COVID, it brought the hustle out in people. It definitely brought it out in me. Primarily you, and you're big bro, so I was following big bro steps and I was trying to create, some type of pull in whatever you were doing. So it was cool. I think that was, if one of the beginning starts to the grind, if you will, or the hustle. So it was cool to see, the first experience of business. I still remember being at my first table and like sitting behind the table and like being the seller as opposed to being the buyer. And it
yeah.
was like, man, this is really cool. Like you have total authority. You have total like you have the leverage, right? You don't need to like, succumb to anybody's price. You set the price, you set the bargain, whatever you decide is what goes. So it was a really cool feeling to get money and create a profit from, just your hustle, your own grind, your own, diligent work as far as, finding the market pricing of things and having to understand what to pay for things and what to sell them for. And overall, it was a profitable business for the both of us. And I value that, but I think furthermore, profit more so of knowledge rather than just the money. Even though we were profitable with money as well, I think what we pulled out of that most was the experience, the knowledge, the relationships, and most importantly, just the start of it all, in my opinion. So definitely
Seriously,
grateful and thankful for that.
seriously, that COVID time was, although very rough, it really created creativeness. It allowed in
Creativity.
creativity in building a business, in going out there and looking elsewhere rather than, I got laid off of my job. Like, what is that? What else is out there for me to explore and learn, right?
Yeah.
You
Huge shout out to
learn
Kimmy, by the way, Kick Image. She was the very first person that took me to my very first
that is
sneaker convention. You guys check her out on Instagram. It's Kick Image. She just drops like the most insane amount of vintage clothing. But she took me to my first, convention. It was in Miami. Funny enough, that's where I purchased your Travis Scott lows for
Really?
Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a amazing first time experience, and she was the one that introduced me to the game.
That's amazing. It's we learned a lot, right? You had to be in that sales position where you had to communicate with people, negotiate with people, understand their point of view, what they were looking for, buy low, sell high, make your margin, things like that. But also relationships. We met a lot of great people along the way. Shout out to Jeremiah. Shout out to El Primazo, Antonio. Shout out to well, that's when we met Jose Diaz. We sold him some shoes. Just a lot of people, bro. I mean, all of the guys back home, Julian, Migo, Chris, Pedro, like they all supported us, and we greatly appreciate all of that across the board. Everybody, all of our boys would just, support, buy, be interested in shoes, and it was a great and amazing time, bro. I don't regret it whatsoever. We definitely took a turn, but we went through that and we took a lot of wisdom. So I like this, bro. I was really neat, really neat. Nice time to reflect. Happy Thanksgiving as well. And yeah, man, I'm just very grateful. I'm very, very happy that, we're reflecting on our journey. And just like I enjoyed being with you, hanging out and doing our thing at that moment, we're still doing it and just grateful to God for another Thanksgiving.
That's right. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. It's very, very, very awesome to see how far we've come, especially the way that we speak. My goodness, that was probably my biggest takeaways. That was hard to watch, but thankful for all the growth. So,
For sure.
any closing thoughts?
I'm all set.
Sweet. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Have a good rest of your night.
Thanksgiving.
All right,
Good
bro.
night.
Peace.
Happy Thursday. We love Thursdays.
Yes, sir.